Hey, good morning everyone. This is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to your daily reading. This is going to be for April 6th. Yes, April 6th. I hope you all enjoyed the new moon last night. Sorry I didn't film yesterday. I was looking up Hawaiian moon cycles, and I kept thinking about how I think it's called Muku. I think the new moon is called Muku in the Hawaiian lunar calendar, and it's normal for you to not do anything on Muku because the moon is dark. You're not supposed to do anything when the moon is dark, and for some reason that was just real heavy for me. It's not something I do every new moon, but for some reason yesterday's new moon I was like I shouldn't do anything. It was a great moon, but I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna film, so I'm filming it this morning. So that's just a little bit why it wasn't up last night. Pretty simple reading today so far. Aspects, we will have one major lunar aspect. The moon is going to be in conjunction with Uranus, which I'm kind of excited for. So because they're in a conjunction, this could talk about sudden changes or sudden impulses you may be feeling. Sorry about that. I beat my alarm, I'm awake. Because of this with Uranus, you may even have a bit of a freedom-seeking urge. Uranus is a very independent planet, it rules Aquarius. So you may just have this real drive to kind of, be individual, do your own thing, or just wanting to kind of get out and do something new and get out of the routine, so to speak. So that could be a thing. There may also be some emotional tension. Since this is aspected to our moon, these feelings may want you to get out. So you may physically want to get out of a routine, or emotionally you may just want to get out of a rut, and that may be where that tension's coming from. I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing though. I think this desire for shift or this desire for change definitely could get you out of an old pattern, so to speak, and get you into something new that's a little more exciting. Get some new life into you, so to speak. So I think that's a very interesting aspect that we can play with today. Even our rune Berkana speaks to the same kind of things. So Berkana is the rune of the earth goddess. It's also the rune of the birch tree. So it speaks a lot to renewal, healing, regeneration on a spiritual or physical level. A lot of times it's a good omen for new beginnings. And since it's revival, a lot of times this is new beginnings in something that was thought lost, or sometimes it's, with people who thought their time has passed. This could be a remarriage, or say you got divorced or separated earlier, thought it was done. There may be a chance that it comes back in a better way. So it's renewal and rehealing in a way that, or for something that was once thought lost. For some of you, this does kind of speak to relationships as well, especially a lot of times with mother and child, because this is the rune of the earth goddess and she protected mother and children. So it could even be a birth, possibly for some of you out there, happening in the family. In relationships, this rune really speaks to the need for tenderness and caring in a relationship, either way, for you or for others. I feel like if that's resonating with you, it's probably more so you are giving. I feel like you kind of take the nurturer role in the relationship. But again, could totally be reversed. Take it as it resonates. But lots of exciting kind of nods to a revival of some sorts. I think a lot of us are using this new moon to really shift, and I don't even really want to say start new projects, although you could, but I just feel like there's new shifts, there's new, almost like there's new paths that are starting, new opportunities are coming that are gonna change the directions for us in a great way. I think that's gonna be a great thing. So because we're talking a lot about moon, we just had our wonderful new moon in Aries last night. I have our Goddess of the Moon Oracle. Oh, I always forget. This deck doesn't like to be shuffled. I'll cut you. feel like I want two. There we go. I love when things line up just so well. Alright, so first one we got is Blossoming, the Flower Moon. And I love, so this is card number 33. I have been seeing 33s all of, actually just as I said that, it was 533 on my recorder. But I've been seeing 33s everywhere. Granted, 33 is a big number personally for me, but I love that. So, Flower Moon, Blossoming, and then we also have Will, number 13. Like that. So I love it. Blossoming, literally new projects blossoming, new things kind of blooming, coming into fruition. And I love that idea that it's coming into fruition. These aren't new ideas. These aren't new, intentions. Blossoming, so we're talking about flowers opening. This is something physical that's arriving, that's opening up. So this is something physical that's happening. So it could be, if I relate it to our aspects in especially Berkana, this could be an idea put on the side that now you're seeing physically kind of emerge and return as this flower opens. So that could be a thing. Again, these could be, we've been talking about wish fulfillment a lot. These could be those opportunities coming in and starting to blossom. To me, with the will card is really about having the will to see it through. I believe it was yesterday's reading, I think. We were talking about, it was the one that had it almost had three different stories going on in it. And there was one that, I think it had to do with relationships, if I remember correctly, and having to wait. And you're kind of sitting, waiting. We had the Two of Swords, where it was you're kind of sitting at the crossroads as the Queen of Wands, waiting for the chariot to pick you up. And you're like, bitch, you late. I've been waiting here for far too long. I kind of feel like that's the will, to continue to push on. We're not giving up. We're not letting it beat us. We have the drive to see this through, this blossoming, whatever's coming in. I almost feel like it's the will to open this flower. We're not actually doing it. You can't force a flower to open. But we're putting our intentions and using our will to open it. We're over there meditating with the flower to get it to bloom, kind of thing. I don't know why that's making me laugh. It's kind of silly, but definitely seeing the will to persevere as this blossoming, as these petals start to open up, which is beautiful. I'm liking it. And I love that she's playing a little violin. I don't know why that's so fun to me, but I think it's great. Especially talking about Berkana, it's our little earth goddess. Look how cool she is. It's an awesome card. I've never actually got that card. I've never seen it before. I love when I see new cards in a deck. All right. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know about today? Oh. Sorry, I bent you a little bit there. So starting out with the Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck, feeling bound, trapped, unable to get out, unable to change. Whoa! Well, we're not taking that. That's literally half the deck. Hold on a sec. Shuffle those bad boys back in. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. So this, I was totally going to talk about, and then I didn't. And Spirit was like, no. You're going to talk about this. So this was one of the cards that went flying across the floor, the Three of Swords. And it came out, and it instantly when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this was I caught the idea that it was like hurt, pain, betrayal that we were like literally throwing away. Like we were like so done with letting this affect us. Literally, it flew across the floor of my living room, and that's just what I was thinking. Most of the other cards were face down. Since this happened, the other cards that were up, they were all cups that had landed. The other ones were face down, but there was the King of Cups was face up. So it could have been a water sign. You may be the water sign. Maybe someone you had an emotional connection with was a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And the Ace of Cups was also face up. Everything else was face down. But when I saw the Three of Swords, it was like this hurt that we were like, bye, we're done. Like, we're done with it. Ooh, that's crazy. All right. And then Strength card. So it is the Leo card, but this is also, to me, this is our will. This is that power to overcome. And again, we're not forcing it. We're not bossing anybody around. You know, this is just our own inner strength. It's gentle. It's just, this is what we're going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to continue my way forward. If there's an obstacle, I will overcome it, but I will not need to have to fight or be aggressive. I know what I'm doing, and I know why I'm doing it, and it's important, and I am going to see it through. Someone turned over. Hierophant card. So Hierophant could be a Taurus. To me, this is about commitment. Hierophant card is something long-lasting. Traditions, religion, things like that. Could definitely be of a spiritual nature. So this could be for those of you who are having like a spiritual rebirth. That could be for you guys. To me, I see these two working together very closely. You know, this inner strength and coming from a very committed, determined place. This isn't going away. I almost want to say it was like these are old energies, this feeling stuck and trapped in this sort like cycle of betrayal or hurt, you know, inability to trust, you know, or just being stuck in the past for some of us. Because I do feel like this is past, hence why we're like flinging it across the floor. But I think this is what we're moving out of. Or if you're not there yet, this is spirit saying, hey, I know this is something that you've gone through. I know this is a feeling that you're dealing with and trying to process. It does not serve you. It would be in your best interest to let this go and move forward from it. Because this hurt is making you feel like you can't change. You know, you feel like you're stuck in this pain. Oh, I'm never going to get past this. Oh my God, what do I do now? And I get it. Everyone has that feeling. I know what that feels like. You know, a lot of us do. But this doesn't define you. It really doesn't. It has no power over you. Because look at you. This strength card is you moving forward, triumphant, successful, powerful, you know, in control. Like even for me, it's like the red flags and the like, I don't know if it's a scarf or what is like floating around the Hierophant. I got one hand. I'm trying to make it so you can see both. Do you see that? Like the red flags and that red scarf, or even her skirt is kind of the same color as this scarf. Like I definitely feel like these two energies are combined. You know, like determined, willful, powerful, committed, determined, you know, enduring. Like this is going to take you very, very far. I think this pain, okay, assuming you have processed it and you're on your way forward, this pain really galvanized you. No, I'm not feeling those. Whoa. Yeah, look at that. Sun card. Most positive card in the deck. This trumps any of these little sad energies. Sun card, positivity, optimism, life, vitality. And then the Four of Wands. What a beautiful card. You know, so yes, this could be reunion for those of you where we're talking about relationships. But this is solid, stround. How did I get stround? Strong and ground. That's what I was. But solid, strong, grounded foundations. Building new foundations for this way forward. Right? This blossoming. I'm telling you, we are setting up some major platforms for us. And it may not even be this big, grand, like, super public thing. This couldn't be like I mean, it could be, but I think for a lot of us, this is really a personal foundation that we're setting up. Not necessarily like some big new job or da-da-da-da, but on a personal level, like we are kind of taking stocks. We've gone through this new moon where our needs versus our wants and our desires kind of all kind of come together, and we can kind of see things a little clearly, you know, and take stock in a way, if that makes sense. Even yesterday we had that trine with Jupiter. It was the moon trine Jupiter that really brought our happiness and domestic peace up to the forefront. I think those of us who really kind of benefited from that aspect, you know, really did see where some change can happen, where this isn't serving me, or where, you know, oh my God, if I can do this, like I'll feel so much better and so much happier and so much more contentment in my world. I think that's, bottom of the deck right now, Cancer, success, forward movement, swiftness, victory. I'm telling you. For those of you who needed some healing, I think this is really confirmation that you are moving forward stronger than you ever were before. All right? I love this like renewed vigor that's in all these cards. Look at that. And we have our little royal couple. We have the king, was it King of Swords? Yeah, King of Swords and Queen of Coins. So not necessarily a match. So this could be speaking to the masculine and feminine energies within you. Queen of Coins being very grounded, stable. Again, I think this is for when I was talking about Berkana and the need for tenderness in relationships. You know, the more, you know, receptive partner really playing the role of the Queen of Coins. You know, this nurturing, tender, caring, you know, giver, so to speak. And then you have the King of Swords, the analytical, the thinker, the, you know, the brains of the operation, if you will. This is someone who's laying the plans for the future. He has amazing foresight, you know, and maybe that's why this person needs so much care, because this one's so busy thinking ahead, planning out the future, staying a step ahead, you know, making that plan. That may be where this need to just kind of like nurture and take care of this person. I feel like the King of Swords, out of all the kings, so to speak, is definitely it can be kind of a strict, kind of harsh energy. Sometimes it can be a little cold. You can even see in this deck, they paint him as kind of, I was gonna say stern, but he also looks kind of sad, almost kind of worn out, because his mind is running constantly. So that's where this Queen of Coins comes in, this very peaceful, grounded, stable Queen of Coins comes in to recenter him. And I also want to say bring him back to the present. So I think those are beautiful energies to play off each other. And I think for those of you that's resonating with, bottom of the deck right now is Ten of Swords. That dynamic helps to end, you know, suffering, frustration. Ooh, I like this reading. I'm going to wrap it up here. Yes, but I definitely feel this big healing and release that's moving you forward, and personally being on a place where you're kind of renewed, invigorated, feeling empowered. We're moving forward and setting up some new foundations. You know, we talk about the will and the blossom. So to me, the will and the strength card are like, those are one, in my opinion. And there's this blossoming. So physically, things are starting to open up to you and kind of pop up and show up, which I think are beautiful things to be receiving. But yeah, a lot of healing, a lot of new things going on for a lot of us, so I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm super stoked. Trying to think if I have anything else to add. I think that's it. I think I'm happy with that. With that, I'm going to send you guys on your way so I can get this uploaded. Love you guys as always. Thank you again for joining me this morning. You guys are my rock stars. Again, thank you for all the likes, comments, subscriptions. You guys are my heroes. And as always, I love connecting with you. Have anything to share with me or questions, drop them in the comment section below. You can also hit me up on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the description box. Take care, everyone. Love you lots, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.